We're here with Kevin, KaveMan Aquatics, dude. So why don't you just start with like, I know you just said you got into like the whole YouTube thing during the pandemic. Like, give me a story. Like, what was that step? You're like, man, I'm gonna start recording videos, putting myself out there.
That's a very good question. And I actually like that question because I like telling people about my origin story. So back in February of 2020, the heart of the pandemic, probably right when the lockdown started happening, right? So I've always been into fish since I was a kid. And I've always had tanks. And I had my tank.
Always cichlids?
No, when I was a kid, I had, the goldfish in the bowl. They lasted like a week or so. No, it is. I didn't know what I was doing,
Yeah.
But as an adult, I started with like tropical fish and then I transitioned to Africans. But during the pandemic, because everybody's locked down and tanks are just a cool thing to have, a lot of my friends started asking me how to do what I was doing. They wanted tanks of their own because there was nothing else to do, right? Just like everybody else that joined us in that year.
Yeah.
So I started helping them out. And then I told a friend, you know what? Let me just make a video for you. I'll send you the video.
That's so cool.
Because I've already explained this like 3 or 4 times to the other guys.
Yeah.
I'll make a video in case anybody else asks me, I'll send you the video.
Yeah.
So then I was like, why don't I just put this on YouTube so that everybody can see how I'm helping my friends. So that's how my first, and I was nervous as heck. And it was awkward as heck.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know what I was doing, but I was like, whatever, who cares? It's a pandemic. Everyone's at home doing nothing. So I recorded my first video, I uploaded it to YouTube, and it went from there. It was just, subscribers started coming in. People were like, I like how you explained that thing. And I was like, I'm not saying anything that's not already out there.
Yeah.
I'm not reinventing the wheel, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm giving information that I'm getting from YouTube, from books, from the internet, from websites. But it was more about like, people were telling me the way I was explaining it was very, they liked the way I was explaining.
They like you.
I guess. They accepted the information very well.
That's awesome.
So I was like, okay. And then they asked me some questions in the comments. I was all right, I guess I'll answer that question in a video.
Yeah.
And then I had my second video and so on and so forth. And then that's how the channel just took
And
off.
you do this full time now, right?
I don't do it full time yet.
You don't?
I have my full time 9 to 5.
Dude, how do you do it?
I've got 16 years at my full time 9 to 5, and I'm dying to retire from that. But I'm not there yet. But I come home after my 9 to 5, and then I do YouTube.
Dude, you're grinding.
I'm grinding, and
Because you're killing it.
and it's
On
just
what you're
me.
doing on the social media side. That he's a one-man show, doing digital courses, doing books, doing all the things, and you got kids, and you work a 9 to 5.
Oh, that's not even talking about the family
my
part.
God.
I still gotta entertain my family, my wife. I got kids at home. I got a puppy at home too that is wants more attention than anybody in the whole house. And then on top of that, my kids don't like to help me with any tank maintenance.
Yeah.
So I'm doing all the tank maintenance myself, on top of the YouTube stuff myself. It is a grind.
So
It is a grind.
how do you do it?
I don't know how I do it, I just do it.
You just keep doing
I
it?
just do it. I don't know. I just,
I love that though.
I have to support the family. I'm the breadwinner. I have to make sure everybody has what they have. So I hustle and I grind, and I gotta keep doing it.
I love it, man. That's so crazy. So catch everyone up. If they've never seen your channel before, how many tanks you got? I know you got some bigger tanks.
So I've got 3 big tanks right now: a 210, a 150, and a 450. And I just started my first saltwater tank. That one's a 150-gallon saltwater tank. And my guys over at Custom Aquariums are building me a new 100-gallon tank. That's gonna be my fully planted tank.
Dang, dude. So you like your big tanks then?
I like my big tanks. I'm a big tank guy. I'm a big fish guy. Any available real estate that's left in my fish cave, a tank will go there.
How big's the fish cave? You got one big room?
It's one big bedroom. It was supposed to be the master bedroom of the house, but when we moved there, my wife and I, we were like, you know what? This should be the fish room.
Nice.
So we took the smaller master bedroom, and the big master bedroom is the fish cave.
Dude,
Yeah,
I'm
so-
shocked that she agreed to that.
She agreed to it.
My
Yeah.
wife would be like, no, you need to move it to the garage. Like,
It happens, but luckily my wife is very supportive of what I do. She understands also that this is part of the business.
yeah, absolutely.
So, supportive, very.
What's your favorite part about the hobby?
This might sound cliche, but my favorite part about the hobby is when all the tanks are clean, when all the maintenance is done, and I feed my fish. I literally pull out my rolling chair, and I get nice and close to a tank, and I just watch. I sit there and I watch, and then when they're all done eating, I turn to the next tank and I do the same thing, and I watch them all eat. That's when I'm like satisfied.
Yeah, that's
watching them all eat.
Now, when you made the transition to making videos, did you already have these huge aquariums, or was it like you had smaller aquariums back then and they've gotten bigger now that you like got the YouTube channel?
So
how'd that all go?
As an adult, when I had my first tank as an adult, it was a 20-gallon tall.
Okay.
That's what I started with,
Size?
and I had some tropical fish in there.
Yeah.
And for those of you might know Gordo, my blood parrot, he was in that 20-gallon tank. That's the original OG. From that 20-gallon tank, I then upgraded to I think it was a 46 bowl front tank, and that's the tank in my very first YouTube video.
Oh,
46
that was your
bowl.
second tank ever.
That was the second tank as an adult.
As an adult,
Yeah,
gotcha.
second tank as an adult. And then that tank is when I transitioned to African cichlids, and then it was gone from there.
To the moon.
To the moon.
I love it.
All upgrades from there.
Well, hey, for everyone watching, I know you got fans here that want to see you and stuff like that, so I won't hold you up too long. If you could give one piece of advice to everyone watching, it could be life advice, aquarium advice, whatever you think. What would that advice be?
Well, since you said life advice, I'm going to go that route. Life advice is don't ever stop what you're doing because times get hard. Everything worth doing is going to include a struggle. And you got to go through that struggle to come out on the other side. Keep grinding.
Listen, this is coming from a guy who's got a family, a full-time job, a massive YouTube, social media following. Like, he's working for, like, he's sponsored by Sheecam. Like, this guy is doing it all. Like, he's a grinding, like, he isn't just saying it. Like, he's literally out there grinding. So I love that. Kevin, thank you so much, man.
Thank you.
Check him out.